welcome in to be our guest. We're so excited today. You hear the term always on. That's the power company. Alabama Power is always on. And we have got one of our favorite people here today, Micheal Jordan, who is with Alabama Power, and he's going to talk to us about some things that you really need to know. Winter is coming up.
Yes.
So what are the best ways that you can cut down on your power bill?
Well, so this is a perfect time to talk about getting ready for winter as we leave the summer months. And we'll talk a lot about the same things that we discussed during the summer. And a lot of those are not activities that are going to cost any money,
Okay.
but they will save a lot of money. So for instance, we talked during the summertime about keeping the cold air in.
Right.
Well, in the wintertime, we're talking about keeping the cold air out. And the first thing that I always encourage customers to do are those lifestyle, just look around, take inventory of what is going on around your home. So for instance, windows that may not seal correctly, doors that may not close correctly. Those are all things that are going to allow that cold air to come in. So if everyone would just take a few minutes and do a walk around their house, make sure that everything looks like it seals properly. Those small things aren't going to cost a dime, but they're going to make a tremendous difference when it comes time for that really cold weather
Right.
that's on its way.
So when you feel that little breeze coming in
That's
around
right.
the caulking, around that door, around the seal, and that's not that hard to do.
Right.
To just vamp up your ceiling
right.
around your windows and your doors.
Absolutely. Those drafts are, that cold air infiltration is a big deal. So we step up to some things that also don't cost a lot of money, but they pay huge dividends. For instance, just replacing your air filter on your HVAC
Okay.
unit. Estimates are that could save 10 to 15%
Wow.
off of energy bills. So we think about replacing those regularly just to make sure that unit is not running inefficiently or harder than it has to. We talk about things such as, during the summertime, we think about the ceiling fan cooling us.
Right.
Well, in the wintertime, the ceiling fan also warms us because it circulates warm air that sometimes gets caught up near the roof or the ceiling of your home.
Because the heat rises up to the top.
That's right.
Okay.
So important, I didn't realize this until recently, so your ceiling fan in the wintertime should turn clockwise in order to be able to distribute that heat downward.
Now the power company is doing, when I got my last power bill,
Yes.
I noticed something that brought a real smile to my face.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love corporate partners in the human predicament, is the best way I know how to put it.
Sure.
And Alabama Power has really stepped forward, and you're doing something. There are people right now, because of layoffs and because of COVID, that maybe can't pay their bills or can't pay all of their bills.
Right.
And you're doing something. I'd like for you to tell our folks about it.
Well, so thank you. So this has been a really tough time for everybody, including customers that are regular. Every month they're paying their power bill. And unfortunately, everyone will often go through a tough time. So back in March, the company stopped. We closed a lot of our business office lobbies. We stopped disconnecting service. We stopped charging late payments. Now, as we've gone through, starting at the end of September, a lot of those processes are going to restart. The lobbies are going to reopen. We're now going to actively begin to talk to customers about paying their bills. Now, that's it in a big nutshell. However, the company's made an enormous amount of effort to work with customers. We always have, we always will.
Right.
One of the ways that we're doing that is an elongated payment schedule. So for instance, let's say that a customer has not been able to pay their bill since April. Well, a lot of times those can be hefty power bills.
Right.
Well, we understand that customers are not going to be able to pay often are not going to be able to pay that entire bill at one time. So what we're asking customers to do if they find themselves in that situation is to call us. Let's put them on that elongated payment plan where instead of trying to collect that in 1 or 2 or 3 months, we stretch it out over a much longer period of time that makes that getting caught up far more manageable. But the important thing is that those customers do not need to suffer in silence. They need to call us to allow us to help them.
Okay, so they just need to get in touch with you.
Yes.
And you're going out of your way. You're not cutting somebody's power off and leaving them without power. And I thank you so much. Alabama Power has stepped up in every occasion that I know of, from helping people get their power back on, helping with all these disasters everywhere. And I just am very blessed that you all are corporate partners for all of us. And Michael, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
you all stay with us and check your Alabama Power bill. Take advantage of all the corporate partnership and the caring that Alabama Power has for you. And thank you, and we'll be right back.